Make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death.
Hi, friends. Welcome back to the She Report YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your support. Be sure to share this channel with others, to get others involved, become active citizens, to educate ourselves, to know what's going on in our world, because it's imperative for us, our well-being, our health, our finances, everything, our freedom. So thank you so much for being here. So you may have noticed from the title of this video, it is talking about the Joe Biden dropping out of the 2024 election. I wanted to talk about that. You may have seen the first part of this video was Trump and Biden debating a few weeks ago. One thing I wanted to say is this is in no means picking at Joe Biden and his cognitive decline. I never want to make fun of someone who can't help themselves mentally and that has a disability. Never want to make fun of, no matter who they are. Either it's left or right, no matter who it may be. Never want to make fun of someone who is mentally ill and struggling. I will say the people who have left him in charge are a pure disgrace and should be ashamed of themselves just for power and putting the country in the condition that it's in, just to stay in power and to push their evil agenda. Those are the people that really should be held accountable. I know in the past that Joe Biden has done some very terrible things, but as of right now, I'm not going to nitpick him. But I do want you to keep in mind the first portion of this video because I'm going to follow up on that very soon. So you have seen floating around in the media that Joe Biden says that he's going to drop out of the 24 election. Prior to that, allegedly he had said that if a doctor tells him that he needs to drop out of the race, he would. Lo and behold, he gets COVID and drops this letter that apparently does not have the presidential seal, which is very suspicious. Prior to this, he said he wouldn't endorse Kamala, but this letter now says that he's going to endorse Kamala for president, which brings a lot of thoughts in people's heads. A lot of people are speculating things. There's lots of comments and questions. There have been some people stating that there was a medical emergency that came about very recently with Charlie Kirk. He had mentioned it. Tucker had mentioned it. There were a few other independent news outlets that have mentioned it as well. So one thing that I wanted to say is I think that this was planned all along. So you've seen the debate. I think what happened was, and I'm actually pretty sure what happened, was all the American eyes seen the debate and knew for a long time, us who are sane and can see things, have known for a long time that there was something wrong with the president of the United States. And finally, they got to witness this on live television in a debate between two different candidates. And I purposely think that the Democrat Party did it on purpose. I'm starting to more and more think, okay, they did it on purpose. But then also the American public got to see it and say, hey, this is worse than we thought. Or, hey, we have been lied to. He is not fit to run at all. So all of a sudden, he writes this letter saying he's going to drop out, endorses Kamala. Let's backtrack a little bit. So 10 days ago, there was, we're going to use some keywords here so that this video doesn't get banned. So former President Trump was almost JFK'd, if you know what I mean. And that didn't work to their plan. So then this letter appears from Joe saying he's going to drop out of the 2024 election race, endorses Kamala. Kamala's out and about. So I'm hearing things, the reason why they have picked her is because the show is already on the road, money is already raised, she's the next candidate or the person that would replace him, and she also fits the bill for the Democrat agenda. Pick everyone because of their exterior, not because of their capabilities or their potential capabilities or what they're able to do. Pick her because she's a woman of color. Oh, and a woman. All the things. So appeal to people who only vote with their eyes what people look like, not vote for what they can do, what they brought forth, or any of their accomplishments, how they're going to help the country. No, we're going to base all of this on the exterior of how she looks. So I believe that this was planned all along for Kamala to replace him, because obviously we all can see Joe is not fit to run for the Democrat Party. The election, he cannot go through. There's a lot of different sayings like we haven't seen him. There was a very short clip of him getting out of his car and going to Air Force One. There are other reporters asking him questions. He didn't do very much answering, maybe a little grumble here or there, nothing worth even talking about. So there's a lot of things that people are speculating over. For me, I believe because since we are the taxpayers, we are paying these people's salaries, there should be someone bringing him up to the podium, giving the public a speech and giving some sort of answer of what's going on. What is going on? Never in the history of the United States has there ever been, that I can remember reading through history, has there been so much chaos in just one election season. Things are out of order. There are so many unconstitutional things that are being done during the electoral process. I mean, just so many chaotic things. So we will see what's going to happen over the next, I think it's 104 days left till we all vote. We're going to see what's going to happen, but I have a feeling something sneaky is going to happen. I do not trust these people at all. When I see these people, the other side, they're very, very dirty. Things didn't go their way 10 days ago on a Saturday for the former president. He didn't get JFK'd like they wanted it to. So I don't trust them. So those are my thoughts why he all of a sudden dropped out. I think it was a plan. They wanted to put her, Kamala, in this race because of all the things that I just named. She's a woman of color. She's a woman. That's all that matters to them. It doesn't matter if she's eligible, her qualifications, or anything. The thing is that I'm perplexed about is that she's really not that popular. So she may appeal to the small demographic people, which I know of some of them. I'm related to some of them. The only thing they think about is she's a black person. She's a black woman. She's a woman. That's all that matters to them. And they've even said that if Joe Biden was still going to run, they would vote for him no matter what physical condition he was in. That is how distorted their thinking and terrible their judgment is. So I have a lot that I could say about this, but I'm just soaking it all in, getting as much information and facts as I possibly can. I'd like to know your thoughts. What do you think's next? What's to come with all of this? Where do you think it's all going to go? I would like to know your thoughts. Leave a comment. Like I said, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.